Web Development Roadmap from Beginner to Pro. Let's take a journey through the web development processes. From the basics of building advanced full-stack applications, we'll follow this order: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React.js, Node.js, Express.js, Next.js, Tailwind CSS, Chakra UI, and finally React Native. Let's start with HTML, which is also known as the structure layer. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It is the skeleton of every web page. With HTML, we create headings, paragraph, links, images, forms, and all the structural elements of a website. Examples: when we write H1, which stands for heading, P, which stands for paragraph, IMG, which stands for images, and form, which help us to put in input and button. And all these that are listed are called tags. Without HTML, nothing would show up in the browser. Let's go over to CSS quickly. The styling layer. CSS, or cascading style sheet, makes your website looks good. It controls the color, layer, spacing, and responsiveness. Key concepts include selector and properties like color, padding, and margin. Another thing include layer systems like Flexbox and Grid. Responsive design using media query, smooth animation, and transition. With CSS, you bring your HTML to life visually. Number 3, JavaScript, which is the logic layer. Remember, HTML is the structure layer, CSS is the styling layer, JavaScript is the logic layer. JavaScript makes website interactive. It adds logic and behavior to your website. You can respond to button click, show alerts, fetch data from API, and update content dynamically. Core concepts of JavaScript, which include functions, DOM manipulation, and ES6 features like arrow function and promises. JavaScript is the brain behind the web. Whenever you create a form with HTML, it cannot submit by itself, but with the help of JavaScript and the internet, it can be submitted and to the other end. That is how JavaScript works. It creates a lot of manipulations, which is called the DOM manipulations, and the ES6 features, which involve the arrow function or the normal function. A lot of things can be done with these functionalities. We have number 4, React.js, which is a component-based front-end framework. React.js is a JavaScript library for building dynamic user interface using components. React.js is JavaScript library for building dynamic user interface using components. Key features of React include JSX, functional component, and hooks like useState and useEffect. When we start doing all this, you'll see how it's been done practically. Props and state of managing data. Props and state of managing data. React router and navigation. React router and navigation. With React, you build modern, scalable front-end apps with React. Go over to Node.js, which is JavaScript on the server. Node.js lets you run JavaScript on the backend. It powers the server side of the full-stack application. With Node, you can build server, read and write file, connect to database, and serve dynamic content. Node uses an event-driven, not blocking model, making it fast and efficient for web application. The next, number 6, is Express.js, lightweight backend framework. Express.js is a web application framework for Node.js. It simplifies backend development by handling routing and middleware. You can set up API endpoint like get to get data, post to post data like submitting data, put, which is similar to posting of data, and delete if you want to delete. Server JSON responses. Express.js help you with that. Handling user authentication. Express make it easy to build scalable server-side application. You can perform the full front-end activities and also the back-end activities all in one in Next.js. Next.js build on top React and adds powerful features like file-based routing, server-side rendering, static site generation, and building API routes. You see, this Next.js is very powerful, and if you know how to use this Next.js, you will be a very good developer. Performance optimization such as image handling and SEO support. Next.js lets you build fast production ready web apps. You see, this Next.js is very powerful and is best for SEO, which is search engine optimization. It's very good with that. The next is Tailwind CSS, utility first styling framework. Tailwind CSS is utility first framework that lets you style directly in your HTML or JSS using classes instead of writing custom CSS. Chakra UI, React component library. Chakra UI is similar to Tailwind CSS. Chakra UI is a modern component library for React Native mobile app development. React Native is used for mobile app development. React Native allows you to build mobile apps for iOS and Android using React. Final words. Start with the basics, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Then level up to React and backend development with Node.js and Express.js. Learn them together. Then the next is Next.js. It gives you full stack power, and Tailwind or Chakra makes styling faster. Finally, expand to mobile with React Native. Thank you.